you so much for joining us today for Bring Value to Your HR and Payroll with Greenshades Partners. Before we get started, I wanted to remind you that you are on mute, but we want you to ask any questions that you might have. Simply type your question into the question box into the GoToWebinar platform, and we will see it. After each solution, we'll take a few moments to answer any questions you might have. And if we have time at the end, we'll open it up again. If for some reason we don't get to your question during today's presentation, we'll definitely be sure to get back to you though. So for now, I'm going to turn it over to our presenter, Nicole Mendenhall, Greenshades Senior Product Manager.
Thanks, Mandy. Hey guys, I'm Nicole. I've been with Greenshades a little over 5 years, coming up on 6. I'm a Texas native raised in North Carolina. I reside here in the great state of Florida, and I have loved working at Greenshades the past 5 years. And some of the things that I want to bring to you today are Greenshades has had this initiative as we are really empowering the employees. So how can you guys as HR members or payroll admins, how do you equip your employees to navigate not only the work life that they have going on, but also some of the things that happen outside of their work life. So we're going to walk through, these are all offerings that are available to you guys today. And so as we walk through some of these, we'll talk about what our next steps are and how you guys could access these and get these available to your employees. The first one I want to dive in is, let's start out with how many of you guys are still printing paper checks? I know that as we have payroll cycles go from, can be biweekly, can be monthly. Some of those are done through direct deposit, but a lot of us are still doing paper checks. So go ahead, you should see a poll on your screen. Let me know how many of y'all are still printing those paper checks and how many of you guys are full direct deposit. Awesome, I'm checking out that poll as I see the feedback coming in live. It looks like close to 30% of you guys are still printing paper checks. We know that there's tons of costs that are involved with those as well as manual labor. As I'm watching the poll increase, is actually going up to 40. And so we, Greenshades, we know that's an effort for your HR department. And so Branch is actually an opportunity that can remove the option to print paper checks and is actually available for your employees today. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about that.
By now, you may have heard of Branch, and we're excited to share a bit more with you about the Branch and Greenshades partnership today. To start us off today, I wanted to quickly run through some common payroll challenges that many organizations across the United States are facing. A lot of organizations are seeing low direct deposit participation. Of course, if people don't have a bank account or have a bank account that's not quite right for them or is inconvenient, they're not going to set up direct deposit. They're going to elect to use other methods, right? Those inconvenient or costly alternatives, such as legacy pay cards and paper checks. Now, of course, both of these things are more work on your team, and they also tend to be pretty inconvenient for the employees as well as costly. This can also lead to having to leverage multiple platforms outside of your payroll system or having to outsource some of your payroll just to make sure that you're paying all of your employees. This is a large administrative burden for you and your team. It's really difficult to manage. Again, it can become really costly both for you and your team, but for your employees as well. And that administrative burden is really why Greenshades and Branch have partnered together to help increase that low direct deposit participation. Really, the goal is to get everyone using Greenshades up to 100% direct deposit. Now, how do we do that? The Greenshades and Branch partnership is really the first of its kind in that Branch is completely embedded within the Greenshades portal. As a result, Branch is really easily able to serve as that paper check and pay card alternative. Your employees can simply go into the Greenshades portal and sign up for Branch themselves. There's no administrative work on your part to get employees set up with direct deposit via Branch. So I've been talking about Branch being a direct deposit option for your employees, being that paper check and pay card replacement, but what does that actually mean? What does that look like for your employees? With just a few clicks from the Greenshades portal, your employees can sign up and get started with a Branch wallet and card. Branch is available to 100% of your employees. We don't do credit checks. We are a non-discriminatory checking account, and we're even available to your employees that are under the age of 18. Now, with the checking account, there are no fees. That means no overdraft fees, no minimums, no fees to access their funds, no fees for ordering replacement cards, anything like that. And with Branch, your employees will have both digital and physical card options. So once they get started with the Branch account, they are able to order a physical debit card right from the app. And they're also able to do things like enable online bill pay or enable Apple Pay and Google Pay right from their Branch account as well. And an incredible feature of the Greenshades and Branch partnership is that any employee with Branch as their direct deposit in the Greenshades portal actually gets their paycheck 2 days early, which is a huge bonus. I don't know anyone who would turn down their paycheck 2 days early. Now, let's take a look at what that onboarding process actually looks like for your employees right from the Green Employee Portal.
Click Get Started today on your PaySubs module and allow information to flow from Greenshades to Branch to create your Branch debit account. You'll confirm your last 4 of your SSN, ensure the best number to receive messages from Branch. From there, you'll receive a code and you'll want to confirm that. And after that, you'll create your own passcode. Once confirmed, you're almost there. You're ready to download the Branch app from your app store. Now your employee has Branch app, a mobile app to receive their direct deposit and Branch card. Your employee will get paid faster and supported 24/7, 365 days. From your admin portal, you'll actually automatically receive the updated routing and accounting number, so there's no extra keying for you. Through our partnership, we hope it makes it easier than ever to bring direct deposit to your employees while eliminating the costs that come with paper checks or pay cards or managing multiple platforms and vendors. The Greenshades and Branch integration is live now. Visit Green Employee to sign up yourself and give it a go before bringing it to your team. Should you have any questions, feel free to visit my.branchapp.com/access/Greenshades.
So I'm excited to share with you guys that Branch is available today on all of your employees' Green Employee portal. So when they log into Green Employee, they'll actually see this Getting Started Today button on their side. There's actually no work or no setup for you. I use Branch myself. And so what happens is I just went in, I clicked it, it routes me to Branch as you saw in that demo, and then it automatically updates my direct deposit information. My next paycheck comes directly to my Branch card, which is on my phone. I can use it with Apple Pay. Or any other payment services. They also give you a physical card if that's something that you're interested in. So that being said, do you guys have any questions for us about Branch, what it entails or how it could benefit your employees? See some questions coming in. Yay, I do see a question out there about, is this something that we can enable or disable? It is. If you guys can reach out to Greenshades, we can tell you more about how this offering and how we can configure it for your company. Any other questions? Great question there. How would new employees set this up? So as a new employee, when they log in to their Green Employee portal, just like they would log in to check out any of their documents or any of their other features on Green Employee, all they have to do is click Started Today, and it'll route them through the workflow. Some really great questions in here. I'm reading through them. No, you do not have, the question was, do you have to set it up for all employees or just the ones still getting checks? The good news is it's actually no setup for the admin side. The employees can do all the work themselves. It is an opportunity for you, employees who would like to use it can use it regardless of whether they're getting paid with checks or getting paid by direct deposit currently. And you can also have the opportunity to do both. If I would like part of my paycheck to go to my previous direct deposit and part of my paycheck to go to my Branch direct deposit, I can set that up as well. A lot of good questions in here. Another great question that's been sent up. If you're getting paid 2 days earlier, does that mean we have to do payroll 2 days earlier? No, it doesn't. It comes 2 days earlier than the day that the check would be received. So instead of waiting a couple days to get the check in the mail, and then them having to go to a location to cash that check, the money would be automatically directly deposited into their branch account. These are all really great questions on branch. In addition to branch, we also have another offering available to us that I'm excited to share with you guys about. I know for myself, a lot of the benefits that I have we have great healthcare, and I know I'm sure a lot of you guys have great health insurance available to your employees as well, but sometimes that doesn't cover all of the out-of-pocket costs that employees have to incur. So with Greenshades, there is patient available, and patient is an opportunity to cover some of those out-of-pocket costs that your employees do incur. I'm excited to share with you guys a little bit more about what patient is and how your employees can access it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Connor Nystuen with Patient, and today I want to talk a little bit about Patient and how Patient is helping to make healthcare more accessible and more affordable. Patient is a unique benefit that can empower all employees to pay for the care that they need, whether that's an unexpected ER visit or a costly prescription. And with no interest, no fees, no credit checks. Patient is a no-risk benefit that can support all employees when paying for their healthcare expenses. Patient was born out of a need to address a growing and universal problem, and that was rising healthcare costs. No matter how you slice it, the cost of care continues to rise. Premiums, deductibles, out-of-pocket maximums, all of those are increasing, and what we're seeing is the result of that are increases in people deferring or completely foregoing care. We're also seeing an increase in medical debt and bankruptcy. And all of that is sort of impacting the end user or your employees or the member. We're all probably familiar with somebody who maybe had a cavity that they didn't get fixed and turns into a costly and painful root canal, or sometimes it's just the fear of the unknown. People not wanting to go see a doctor because they're not sure of what the cost is going to be, and their ability to repay. They may just see that out-of-pocket deductible, which more often than not can represent more money than some people have in their savings. So that is simply just the fear of not wanting to see what the bill would be for a doctor's visit. And that's exactly where Patient can help. So by offering a line of credit to all of your employees, Patient offers a no cost, no risk financial alternative to paying for care. Patient can be rolled out to all of your employees in 30 days. And the employer actually pays for the cost of extending that line of credit to the employees. So it's a flat per employee per month fee. That fee is based on a number of factors, but is generally ranges between $1 to $4. And the employee then has the ability to utilize that line of credit to pay for medical, dental, vision, behavioral health, or even veterinary fees. How does Patient work? So Patient rolls out and employees are prompted to enroll, which takes about 60 seconds. Once they complete their enrollment, they will receive the Patient digital card in the mobile app, as well as a Patient physical card, usually about a week after enrollment. Employees can now use this card and that available line of credit to pay for the care that they need. So they can go into their local Walgreens, swipe when they go to pick up their prescription. They can use the card to pay for the copay at their doctor's office. They can use their card to finance a surgery that they just had. So all this is available to be done using the patient card, either physical or digital. And then the member is prompted to basically select what repayment terms they want. So they have the opportunity to pay back whatever amount that they needed to pay over 36 months. And the best part about this is by partnering with you, the employer, patient is actually paid back via payroll deductions. So if an employee needs $1,000 to pay for a procedure and they want to pay that $1,000 off over 6 months, as opposed to having to pay it all at once, they can simply use their patient card, go into the patient app, swipe that card and pay for it. So again, the goal of empowering all people to be able to better afford and access care is at the root of what sort of drives us here at Patient. And would love to see whether or not Patient could be a good fit for your organization. So if you do have any questions, comments, want to learn more, or simply want to discuss whether Patient would be a good fit, please do not hesitate to reach out to me directly, and look forward to speaking with you all soon.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. So as we're looking at Patient, Greenshades is excited to offer this opportunity of on-demand credit to your employees. There's zero cost to the employees, and it can turn any doctor's visit into an easy payment plan, relieving some of those large costs that sometimes come our way out of pocket. Does anyone have any questions about Patient and the Greenshades offering? It's a great question. The question was asked, what happens if people leave the organization? Should someone leave the organization and they have Patient set up, Patient will work directly with the employee to the end of their agreement with Patient and the line of credit that they have with Patient. It's not up to the employer. There's no risk or responsibility that's incurred by the employer with Patient. Great question. It does look like we have another question. Is how is the credit line set up? The credit line ranges from $500 to $5,000, and it's decided between you, the employer, as well as Patient. You guys get to decide the right amount for your employees. So that is something that you have the opportunity to influence and set with Patient. Great questions. In addition to Patient, we're excited to offer another feature that's available through our Green Employees module is MyHR Council. So we know in the HR world, in the payroll world, there can be a lot of compliance questions, compliance research, and compliance reporting that's required of the HR and payroll admin. So we do have a question for you guys. Who do you guys currently use for your legal advice and expertise? Fill out the poll and let us know. Watching these results come in, it's exciting to see. It looks like a good majority of you guys are doing a lot of your own in-house compliance, or you're required to do your own research. We know how much of a lift that can be. I know that I've done some compliance research myself and worked with some of my peers, and Greenshades is excited to offer you a solution that actually can be that leverage for you, be that research for you. So with the partnership with MyHR Council, you actually have direct access to legal expertise and advice. And I'm happy to share with you more about this partnership.
MyHR Council is an easy, convenient, and affordable way to operate your business's legal and HR, ensuring you and your team are compliant and protected.
Traditional law firms and HR companies charge an arm and a leg with timelines that never seem to end. That's why we created a product that simplifies the process and provides you access to our 24/7 virtual portal, with our team of lawyers working to keep your business running smoothly.
We live in a world that's constantly changing. New policies, updated legal practices, and employee retention can all seem like daunting tasks if you try to tackle them on your own. Say goodbye to endless emails and long conference calls. We've created unique product packages that are sure to fit your needs and budget. From HR and employment assistance to business and corporate law, and even ERISA compliance. Hiring a new team member? Great. We can help you with hiring, onboarding, and employee handbook materials. Have a business deal that is more complicated than you anticipated? Don't worry. We'll make sure you're protected with an agreement that has your back.
Our plans start at $99 a month, and you'll have unlimited round-the-clock access to employment and business lawyers, hundreds of employment law documents and templates, legally drafted employee handbooks, documents, and more.
Sound too good to be true? Well, it only takes minutes to get a free quote and get started. You'll get access to our unique Ask an Attorney portal to get answers to your more pressing questions from our legal team on demand, 24/7. Oh, and by the way, it takes us on average 11 minutes to reply to your inquiries. Crazy, huh?
Over 2,000 companies trust MyHR Council for their HR and legal needs, from mom and pop shops to Fortune 500 corporations.
MyHR Council is affordable, easy to use, and keeps you protected so you can keep working seamlessly. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started today at myhrcouncil.com.
All right, good afternoon. This is Mark Young, the founder and CEO of MyHR Council. We're getting actually a fair amount of questions. Thank you for doing that. So just a quick, as you saw, we really started MyHR Council back in 2015 to overcome two things. One, and it's related to these questions. One is there's a lot of HR solutions out there, but if you read the small print, they're all disclaimed, and it's very clear it's not legal advice. They'll tell you it's good enough. We sort of believe, and as an attorney myself, we believe it's really important, especially in this day and age through the pandemic, et cetera, to make sure that you actually are getting legal advice. But we all know, again, being a lawyer myself and being in private practice, $500, $700, even $1,000 an hour. When you round up to a couple hours, I mean, that's thousands of dollars a month. And we knew, just through how non-legal and non-lawyers were doing this, taking phone calls and giving you, again, good advice, but not legally backed, not legal drafts of documents and that. So we took that business model, if you would, and made sure, with the number of questions that are coming in, they repeat, and law firms pretend like it's the first time they've ever heard it, and charge you 3 or 4 hours times $500, and you're out $2,000. We, just decided that we're going to, again, have a flat fee per month based on the number of employees you have, and much like the HR non-legal solutions have unlimited access to those. Both our documents, but also to actual attorneys here in the United States, in all 50 states. And so we take care of, again, the solutions, the compliance issues, through the pandemic was layoffs and all sorts of legal agreements, and how do we pay people through that are out on, out on COVID, et cetera, and followed all those laws, both federally and by states. Another question is, we do provide the starting point for us is with our Ask HR solution to bring everyone's employee handbook up to date. That's the most critical document that any HR department has. And small and medium-sized businesses, non-Fortune 500s, if you would, very rarely have an employee handbook. And if they do, they've copied it off of Google, and it's either not up to date or, refers to states that don't apply to you, and every state is different. And what we do is we start off supplying an employee handbook, which is thousands, if not $10,000 at a traditional law firm. And we do that in the first week or two that our clients come on board with us. It's typically takes 7 to 10 days. So within a week of signing up for the Ask HR solution, you probably have the most important legal documents now in your HR department, and have all legally compliant policies that go with that employee handbook, depending on what state you're in or multi-states that you're in. That's critical.
Awesome. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mark, so much. I do see that we do have a question. Do you guys assist with contract reviews?
We do, yep. That's a great question. So we, as we rolled out Ask HR and we're focused on employment, we got more and more questions about, well, we love this model. I send in a question, I don't have to worry about it. I go back to my email and it's done. And so I can go to my meetings, etc. Ask Pro is our solution that includes all of HR, all of Ask HR, but then also includes both the drafting of contracts. And again, you want your lawyer to draft a pro, if you're a seller, a pro seller contract, but we also then review contracts coming in, whether it's from vendors or whether you've sent out an agreement and it comes back with all those red lines, because again, they sent it out to a traditional lawyer that has to, jack up their billable rates. And so we get that back and we review that for our clients. And again, if they come in with from the vendor or from your client, or if they've come back in terms of your own agreements being sent out and being redlined, we do that review and again, give you advice as to whether it's very risky or that's not too bad, and or we'll give alternative language so that you can go through and send that back to your client.
Thanks so much, Mark. I appreciate that. Yeah, we are very excited about the offering that MyHR Council has available to us, and we have one more offering that we want to share with you guys before we head back into our afternoon. We do offer a Learn Upon solution. I'm going to let us learn more about Learn Upon here. So what do you guys currently use for a tool for your company required trainings? Do you guys typically do self-made PowerPoints, work on the e-learning platforms, or work with outside educators to provide trainings? It looks like a lot of you guys are doing self-made PowerPoints or in-house tools. That's what we have found. And so we're excited to offer you an actual learning management solution through the Green Employee platform, where your employees can actually do their learning right online.
Hi everyone, I'm Gavin Clifford, and today I'm really excited to talk to you about Learn Upon, our LMS, and our partnership with Greenshades. Learn Upon is an industry-leading learning management system that is used by organizations around the world. Through Learn Upon, our platform and our team help businesses create, manage, deliver, and track strategic learning initiatives through one centralized solution. This year is Learn Upon's 10-year anniversary, and in that time, we've worked with some really cool companies. We now have over 1,300 customers, including the likes of Zendesk, Twilio, Booking.com, and lots more. At Learn Upon, our team is really passionate about learning, and that's why we've made it our mission to help businesses unlock the power of learning. So you might be wondering, what is the power of learning? Well, in reality, organizations who build strong learning strategies see a huge benefit, not only for their people, but their businesses too. Impactful training inspires your people to know, do, and achieve more, and this in turn impacts several key areas. First is empowering success. The moment a new person joins your organization, you can hit them with onboarding training that gets them up to speed and performing fast. Then, with things like product training and upskilling and continuous development, you can give your employees the tools to increase their productivity and maximize their impact on your business. Then a really important metric, when it comes to the value of learning is retention. Your people are going to want to stick around if they're continuously being trained and developed. That cuts out a major overhead right there. Finally, and probably the most vital impact of learning is that it can become part of your organization's growth engine. Productive, skilled employees lead to happier customers, higher adoption and retention rates, and a lot more. All key things that impact your bottom line. So how does LearnUpon help you to achieve these goals? By offering a centralized learning solution that has all the features you need to house and manage under one efficient, scalable roof. With LearnUpon, you can mix and match content like videos, slides, webinars, and more to build dynamic courses. You can deliver training anywhere, anytime, so your people can be sitting at their desktop at work or on a train taking courses via mobile, whatever works for them and you. You can also tailor training to different needs. For example, if it's essential training like compliance, you can make it a must-do course, or you can have a catalog of courses that learners self-select from. You can even train different audiences beyond your employees too, such as partners and customers. We also focus heavily on the learner experience. LearnUpon makes it as interactive as possible with features like gamification, notifications, learning paths, and much more. For you as well, we want to make training an easy process so that you can automate actions like your user creation and enrollments. You can integrate your favorite tools with to make processes even more efficient too. Finally, you can measure it all. You can see who's taking training and who's not. Most importantly, you can see the impact that it's having on your business. As LearnUpon is a learning management system, a partnership with Greenshades, a payroll, tax, and HR platform is a perfect fit. With LearnUpon and Greenshades, there's an opportunity to fuel your business's growth by uniting two systems that enable your people. By merging these two systems, you're enabling your team to make employee productivity a #1 priority, as you can offer so much training, like onboarding, upskilling, and development alongside your other HR activities. Critically, you can also roll out compliance training, something that is very important to so many of you. I know a lot of businesses do tax and data protection training, and with LearnUpon and Greenshades, the training can be rolled out and most importantly, recorded so you can prove it's been done. With LearnUpon and Greenshades, you can also set up these automated workflows that save your team so much time and scale up the amount of training you can deliver. And with our partnership, we're integrated. With a single sign-on in Greenshades, your learners simply have to click a button and they're brought into LearnUpon. They can easily see and access all their training. It's very simple. So thank you everyone for letting me chat about LearnUpon today. If you're interested in learning more about learning management systems, we have a lot of resources on learnupon.com, including our ebook, The LMS Buyer's Guide. Or if you'd like to know more about LearnUpon, visit learnupon.com or reach out to your Greenshades team. They'll be happy to talk to you about LearnUpon and point you in the right direction. Thanks again.
Thank you guys for joining us today as you've learned about all of these different offerings that we have available through the Green Employee module. We're excited to work with you to empower your employees. If you guys have any questions on any of the offerings that we had today, please reach out to us. You'll be getting an email from us with more details on all of these offerings. You can contact us at sales.greenshades.com to hear more. If you're interested about learning more about any of these, please select the ones that you'd love to learn more about. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you ever so much for filling out that poll, folks, and thank you for spending some time with us today. I hope you will have a lovely rest of your day, and we'll catch you soon. Thank you so much.